Well, today's big political focus is Bihar, where the stage is set for a mega confrontation. Chief Minister Jitin Ram Manjhi, a protege of Nitish Kumar, has declared war, and the top JDU leadership is doing what it can to ensure it stays the course in an election year. But it is Governor Kesrinath Tripathi who is holding the cards. He is the one who will decide if the Bihar Assembly should be dissolved. Meanwhile, Nitish Kumar has staked claim to lead the government. The BJP is watching closely, ready to exploit the fluidity in Bihar. It's an action-packed Sunday. Rebel Chief Minister Jitin Ram Manjhi is upping the ante and meeting Prime Minister Narendra Modi this evening at 5. Secondly, Governor Kesrinath Tripathi is expected to be back in Patna later this evening. Once he is back, he will look into the sacking of 19 Nitish Kumar camp ministers that Manjhi has sought. Faced with a revolt by its chief minister, JDU has staked claim to form the next government in Bihar, claiming it has the numbers and Manjhi was heading a minority government.
लोकतंत्र में बहुमत सबसे बड़ी चीज है और विधायक और मांझी जी पूरी तरह से अल्पमत में है और कल सामने आ चुका है। सभी विधायक जो है वो नीतीश जी के साथ है। तो मुझे नहीं लगता है कि राज्यपाल का जो पद है महामहिम का वो संविधान से कहीं इधर काम करेंगे और लोकतंत्र में संख्या बल सबसे बड़ी बात होती है, इसलिए हमें आशा है कि न्याय होगा।
शक्ति परीक्षण की बात होगी तो विधानमंडल के साथी से संपर्क में हम लोग हैं और विधानसभा के साथियों से सहयोग तो हम मांगेंगे। बीजेपी भी सहयोग मांग सकते हैं। जब शक्ति प्रदर्शन करना है, जब पार्टी टूटने की स्थिति में हो जाएगी तो हम सहयोग मांगेंगे।
तोड़ेंगे पार्टी, तोड़ेंगे आप लोग?
नहीं, जरूरत पड़ेगा तो तोड़ेंगे।
पार्टी टूट सकती है।
हो सकता।
Well, BJP is meanwhile waiting and watching for the right opportunity in Bihar. Deputy Editor Smita Sharma got to know the strategy from senior party leader Ramesh Charasia.
The big story that we are tracking is the political showdown in Bihar, which is now in fact playing in the capital of Delhi. I'm joined here by Ramesh Charasia of the BJP, somebody who understands Bihar politics very well. Mr. Charasia, would you say that whatever is happening within the JDU, the split that seems to be, somehow happening in the next few days, it's been strategized by the BJP itself? Is the BJP the architect here really?
If I think, if one person is to be blamed, only Nitish Kumar has to be blamed. Because he selected Mr. Manjhi for CM post, he resigned on his own. BJP did not dictate him to select Manjhi and make him CM.
No, BJP did not dictate him, but BJP seems to be fishing in troubled waters here.
No, BJP is nowhere in this situation because Nitish Kumar ji is going to dismantle JDU because he formed JDU. He did not want any person to grow in JDU. All MLAs and all ministers are with Manjhi.
No, they are not. Because yesterday when he tried moving that resolution, 21 ministers who are supporting Nitish Kumar walked out.
Forget about number, because if you reach the Mukhyamantri, the present Mukhyamantri, if any Vidhayak goes and tells something, he listens. Nitish Kumar was not ready to listen to MLAs and ministers when he was the Chief Minister of Bihar. That's the problem with Nitish Kumar. That's
all right, looks like the BJP will continue to support Jitin Ram Manjhi there, despite him not having the numbers at this point. Smita Sharma is joining us with more details from outside Bihar Nivas. Smita, you just spoke to Ramesh Charasia. He seems upbeat about Jitin Ram Manjhi, but does the BJP really have the numbers to be able to go ahead and support the rebel CM? Also, put in perspective the meeting this evening between Manjhi and Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
Well, the second part of the question first, Maha. In fact, Jitin Ram Manjhi, who stepped out of Bihar Nivas at around 9:45 this morning, there was literally a media stampede situation given the high interest, of course, in this big political story. When we asked him for reactions, he only said ki baitak ke baad baat karunga, that I'll talk to you essentially after the meetings that we had. And there was a very interesting quote from him because somebody asked, are you the one who will be responsible for the sinking of the JDU ship? And he said, I'm a Manjhi, somebody who really sails through true, and I'm a sailor, and how can I be responsible for the ship that sinks? But Jitan Ram Manjhi there, of course, meeting with Narendra Modi. At the moment, that's Niti Aayog meeting, which is on in 7 Racecourse Road. He will get to spend a lot of time with the Prime Minister. That meeting, in fact, extends over lunch as well, and then he goes back in the evening for that one-on-one talk. For the BJP, really, remember, Maha, there's not much at stake here. BJP is an outside player here in the sense that BJP at least is watching it very closely, this game, and if the JDU in a way breaks away, we just heard Mahachandra Prasad, one of the senior ministers who is accompanying Jitan Ram Manjhi here. 3 of his ministers are here. Narendra Singh, also the agriculture minister, who yesterday was trying to, patch up things between the Sharad Yadav, Nitish Kumar camp, and of course Jitan Ram Manjhi. They're all accompanying him to Delhi. BJP right now, in fact, waiting to see if the JDU really splits, and also trying to sense as to how many numbers are there really as far as the MLA support for Jitan Ram Manjhi is concerned. But they would not want to let him go completely, because he is a Madhalit card today, and that can really prove ineffective for the BJP in the days to come in the elections that are possibly to be held in October, November this year.
All right, so how can a sailor sink is what Jitan Ram Manjhi told Smita Sharma this morning while stepping out for the Niti Aayog meeting. Many thanks, Smita, for joining us with those details. Let's look at some of the numbers now to give you a perspective on what exactly is happening in Bihar. Now, Bihar has 243 assembly seats and the JDU has 115. They won those in the last elections. Now, despite the revolt, the Nitish camp has the signatures and has handed them over to of 104 MLAs who are supporting him. Effectively, just 11 MLAs, that means, support Jitan Ram Manjhi's revolt. JDU also enjoys the support of 24 RJD and 5 Congress MLAs, besides a lone left legislator, also supports the JDU government. The BJP, which is waiting and watching in the wings, has 88 MLAs, while independents and other smaller parties account for 10 legislators. Rohit Singh is now joining us with more details from Patna. Rohit, how strong is the Nitish camp number-wise?
Well, Maha, numerically, Nitish Kumar is absolutely confident and he has numbers on his side. If you add up 97 MLAs of JDU who were present in yesterday's meeting, and you add to that Congress's 5, RJD's 24, and along with 1 CPI, then that you get that number of 130, which is almost 13 more than the number required, that is 117. So numerically, Nitish Kumar is absolutely safe. And today, in a short while from now, Vashisht Narayan Singh, the state president, and Shravan Kumar, 2 members, will be coming to the Raj Bhavan where I am standing right now, and they will be informing the governor office about the numbers that they have. And tomorrow, if we are hearing that Nitish Kumar is personally going to come and stake claim to form the next government, because Kesrinath Tripathi right now is in Kolkata and he'll be coming to Patna tomorrow at 9:30, and tomorrow Nitish Kumar will be meeting the governor and staking claim to form the government. Now everything depends on the governor, because Manjhi is also in Delhi. He is also in talks with the BJP as far as number game is concerned. So now the ball is completely in governor's court as to what decision does he take. Does he invite Nitish Kumar to form the next government immediately, or will he give Manjhi a chance to prove his majority on the floor of the House on 20th of February?
Right. Rohit Singh, many thanks for putting that into perspective for us. All the details there from Bihar will keep coming on headlines today. Right now.